Now then, more than 2,500 dogs and 3,200 cats go missing each week. How far would you go to find your pet? A man from Bedford has been told he could be fined £1,000 if he doesn't take down posters of his missing Moggy. Mike Harding's cat Wookie hasn't been seen for 6 weeks, but the council says he's breaking the law by putting up the posters offering a reward. As we speak, a big investigation is going on in Rugeley in Staffordshire with house-to-house inquiries and detailed searches for a missing dog called Keto. His owners, the Forgett family, have called in pet detectives from Animal Search UK, and we have on the line ex-cop and now pet detective. His name is Tom Watkins. Tom, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Danny.
Good afternoon. Ex-Bobby, you're now looking for our four-legged friends. Tell us about Keto.
Yeah, Keto's a Rhodesian Ridgeback dog who's 8 or 9 years old now. Went missing from Rugeley in August last year, in fact, now, in 2010. So we're hot on his heels and, in fact, putting up posters this afternoon about the poor mutt.
Before we talk about putting posters up and the legality of it, which this guy is coming up against in Bedford, Keto, I believe, is a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and we spoke to Keto's owner calling from Dubai. I remember this now, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. You believe he'd been stolen?
We do think Keto's been stolen, and it hasn't been seen at all since he went missing in August. And his former owner, who now lives in Dubai, has actually flown over to join his current owners, who adopted him 6 years ago, to increase the search effort combined with our team.
OK, and there's a £1,000 reward on offer, and if you want to watch Midlands Today, the news time, the evening bulletin, then you can actually see pictures of Keto and find out all about the £1,000 reward. Tom, let's talk about posters. You were just saying you're putting up hundreds of posters for Keto. Now, this is where this guy's got himself into a bit of hot water in Bedford, because he's put up scores of A4-size posters with his beloved cat, and he's been ordered to take them down.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's appalling that councils stick to the letter of their local bylaws when they say that owners mustn't put up posters about a pet. I mean, I can understand councils objecting to posters advertising the local disco and such like, but when someone's purely trying to get back a member of their family, it's quite an emotional time. They'll stop at nothing to get their pet back. And obviously, posters are a very effective way of publicising a missing pet. So,
would you say, though, Tom, that you should allow a poster to remain in situ until a pet is found? The reason I ask is because I've moved into this lovely new area, and we've been there a year, and for the last 12 months, there's now a very tired old, threadbare-looking A4-sized piece of paper with a Moggy on it, which is never going to be found, and that's been there and circulating the local area for at least 12 months, and I can think of dozens of these posters. Isn't there a time when you should say, OK, we're not going to get the cat back, let's take it down?
I think you're quite right in one respect. I think what is important is that owners should be responsible in putting their posters up, take them down if they become weathered, damaged or unsightly, and replace them with a fresh poster if necessary. But, do the decent thing, except that they're asking for a favour from the public to look out for their pet, and they should keep the posters looking presentable at the very least in return for that help from the public. So there's a bit of give and take involved.
OK, Tom, I'm the proud owner of a brand new, I'm talking like I've just bought a car. We've just got a new kitten, Tom, and it's the apple of my girlfriend's eye.
Yeah.
And the kitten is 3 months old, and it's desperate to get out, and it's such a scallywag, and it's got such energy. And we're now getting concerned, because every day at WM we hear stories from people who've lost their cats. Cats, they seem to be, more independent than dogs, don't they? Now, say, for example, God forbid, little Jasmine, she didn't come back one day, and I rang you up. What happens next, Tom?
Well, Animal Search UK operates a free lost and found website where you can place photos of any missing or indeed a found pet free of charge. And that's a very effective way of publicising any missing pet, because the clever thing about the website is that it matches up lost and found automatically and sends photos to people that have found cats if the one like the pet they found is reported lost, and vice versa. So it's very important for any owner with a pet or a new pet to get good photos of their cat or their dog, or in fact any pet, just in case the worst does happen, get it microchipped as well, and be a responsible owner.
OK, but if it doesn't come back, you've been a responsible owner, the cat's missing, we ring you up, and then what happens? You don your high-vis jackets and go knocking on the doors?
Absolutely, yeah. Our missing pet search team operates in the Midlands very often, and in fact all over the UK, and we carry out a police-style investigation with our uniforms, as you quite rightly said, and our police-style patrol vehicles in a high-profile way in order to stir up publicity about any missing pet and let people know they're out there. And often we come across cats in particular stuck in sheds or garages or houses where people have gone on holiday and rescue them that way. and dogs that have been stuck in different situations or run off after being spooked by something. We find them in all manner of places and all over the country. So it's a massive problem, but hopefully Animal Search UK can offer help, reassurance and support to plenty of owners like, in fact, Keto's owner who we're searching for today.
And what's your success rate, Tom?
I'm pleased to say it's over 50%. It's 65% on average of the pets we find, the pets that are lost that we find, and we have in excess of 1,000 reported to us each month on our free website.
OK, and how much do you charge for your services? Say again, God forbid, little Jasmine went missing.
Yeah, we charge an hourly rate of £18 an hour to do a search for a missing pet, and obviously we find most owners are quite prepared to pay that to cover our costs to make it feasible to do a professional and effective search for them.
And Tom, you're an ex-cop. You served for the police force for around about 18, 20 years. I don't know whether you've ever had to knock on the door and tell someone they've lost their loved one in a road traffic collision, but sometimes, no doubt, you do come across, for example, a cat that's being killed by a car. It must be very sad when you have to break that news.
Yes, I mean, it is. Just to correct you, it was a few less years than 18 or 20, I'm pleased to say, but I left on good terms after a good career with the police. And
Yep.
Yeah, we do have to pass on sad news quite often, but we find that the worst bit about any missing pet is not knowing where they are or what's happened. So if we can offer closure to an owner by giving them sad news, that's a lot better than having to always wonder and not knowing where their pet is.
What about missing budgies and parrots?
Yeah, I mean, Animal Search UK, as the name suggests, deals with any animal, budgies, hamsters, rabbits. Not hamsters too much, obviously, not many of them go missing, but we do get missing ferrets, missing rabbits, and birds. So, you know, there's a whole variety of pets on the website. And in fact, the important thing for people that have lost a pet to remember is that we have photos of lots of found pets on our website where we're not looking for the pet, but we're looking for the owner. So anyone that wants to see if we found their pet already should go to our website straight away.
OK, Tom Watkins, ex-cop and now a pet detective. And don't forget, if you fancy getting your hands on a £1,000 reward, then please tune into Midlands Today. It's the evening news bulletin focusing on the West Midlands and in Rugeley particular. And you can see Tom Watkins and also the concerned owners of this Rhodesian Ridgeback that they believe has been stolen to order. Tom, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Pleasure. Thank you.